Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CCT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and this is the tangle we're drawing, All Stars by Tomas Padros, and it is a gorgeous tangle. A little trick here, so it's for more the advanced tanglers, and I had some issues with it, but once I got playing with it, I decided I could actually do this tangle. So, you notice there's no dots or borders or string. We're just going to start out. So I'm just going to start with my pen, and I am going to start with a little tiny stroke and then so that I have 5. So a vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. And then I do the opposite. And there we have our base for All Star. And I'm going to come in a little closer so you can see. Now I'm going to make these have a seed shape. So they're pointed at both ends. And I like to do all the vertical ones first. So we have all the vertical ones done, and now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to fill these in so that they're solid. And now that we have all of those done, we're going to rotate it, and now we have vertical stripes going again, and we're going to make those into that seed shape. And now we have all those, we fill those in. So we have seeds going both vertically and horizontally. I'm going to scan out just a little bit so you can see. And now I'm going to rotate this so I have a vertical, horizontal, and I'm going to start with the vertical, and I'm going to draw around and down on my first end. Then I'm going to come to my next one. We have 3. So I'm just connecting those little seeds all the way down. And we have one here. Now I'm going to rotate it so we have them again going this direction, and we're going to connect them. And I find it much easier if I just connect, as I go down the row. And now I have a seed here and a seed here that are not connected to anything. And that's okay. So now I'm going to come, and anywhere where I have a cross, I am going to round that section and fill this in. So you see that I have another cross here, so I'm going to round and then fill this in. Oh, I have one here. I missed. And so we can, that happens occasionally. You don't see all the steps. So it's almost like putting a little square, but I like those just kind of rounded that corner. And now we have them kind of these dancing little squares. And this is where we have to look really closely to the pattern of what we do next. And I'm going to rotate this so that I get one that looks like what Tomas has done. So I get it, and so I know where to draw my lines. I'm going to draw a line that comes right down into here, and one that comes into here. So this one is going to come straight across into here. And this one is going to come down and come into there. And then I'm going to have one that comes from here. And then I'm going to have one that comes from here. And here. And here. And here. And then I'm going to have one that comes from so I'm just making the X's in the center. So now I have X's in all of those places. You can see that it was a little bit tricky on where I needed to put the X. Now I'm going to, and this is where Tomas ends, but he does just one more step that is absolutely makes this fabulous. And we're going to round, I'm going to put a echo around that back side of the little stem. So it's not on the side where I have the line coming in. It's on this side. Come around. And I'm just kind of cleaning up some of those edges. So they're kind of on the back side. So I just keep echoing. And I look at each one and see, do I have them all echoed? Just kind of put some little echoes around those. And it looks like I could come like this. And they would go out. And now I'm going to take my brown, and I wish I would have done this in brown, but I'm just going to echo this with my brown pen. And I think I'm going to do just a little rounded center. You know how I did on this one? I'm just going to do this little round, this center. And you can see how that's helping that pop out that little cross that I put in the center. And now we can do a little shading. I'm just going to take my my pencil, and right where that cross comes in, I'm going to do a little shading. We'll blend this out so you can see what. And you can see how that really helps that twine and wind into each other. So remember, you just put a little graphite right here. And now I can blend with my shading stump. And you can see how that just really pops that tangle. I love this, Tomas. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I think I did it on the back side of this one. By accident, I picked it up and did it on the back side. This one I did a little brown in the center, but just beautiful. Thanks, Tomas, for such a great tangle. All Stars by Tomas Padros. And it is my 4th of July tangle. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post. All the things you see here are available on at my store, so you can follow along. Thanks again and have a great day.